Good afternoon to you all. Simone, Daniela, Heidi, Diego, Juliet. How are you today? I will open your microphones for a few minutes if you have questions about activity one. So please raise your hand. Okay, Simone. Do you have a question? Okay. So I will open your microphone.
Well, I have a problem with the activity. Let me see here. Where is it? Where is it? Caution. Regrets because I confuse like in the first sentence. I don't know how to like
Did,
organize it.
did you study the material, Simon? Remember
Mm-hmm.
that in the material, this activity is about third conditional. And in the first part, you have to put the structure. I wish they hadn't done something. So that structure, you will find it in the activity because I already put it there. You just have to finish the sentence. But first, you have to read the whole test. You need to understand the test about the five most common regrets from the dying.
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear?
Yes.
And the problem you had is because you had a problem. You didn't put the right form of the conditional, of the third conditional. In the first question, you have to put it is about why I didn't learn English before. So I imagine that part is it's okay with you because you said something like, okay, I don't have any problem with English. I al- I had been learning English for a long time. So you
Yes.
need to use, let's say you need to use in your case past simple and present perfect. I don't remember very well. Yeah, but I think you need to apply the third conditional in the second sentence in that activity and in the activity about regrets. And remember, the third conditional is you have to keep the structure. You have a structure, which is past perfect and perfect conditional in the second part in the main clause. Is it clear?
Yes.
You have a specific question. Okay, you don't. What about Diego, Juliet, Daniela, Heidi? No? So let's begin with the activity two. With activity two. I will share my screen. Remember that you enter sena.territorio.la, ingresar a cursos, tarjeta de identidad if you have, or cédula de ciudadanía. Okay, tell me, Heidi. So I will stop sharing and you can ask your question. Heidi, there is a problem with your.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Sorry. Good afternoon, teacher. So I have a question. So in the material about activity one, I found the title is sorry, let me check.
On my
On
on
my own 2 feet. Yeah. But when I present the activity, the title is different. It's regrets from the dying. So the topic is different. So because in the activity regrets from the dying is the use about I wish. Yeah. So the material in a study is about the third conditional. I am confused.
the material is about the third conditional, and the activities are two. The wish form is just a way to say if something didn't happen, I would have done another thing. It's another way to express, but it's about the third condition. And you will find the structure of the wish about a past you didn't have, but you could have. You understand, Heidi? And I think it is in the material. I will show you. Is there another question? So the regrets is about third conditional. But in the first sentence, you have to express it in that form. They wish they hadn't. I wish I hadn't done something. And then in the second part, that wish have now about something that didn't happen because you didn't do it. Um, in that second part, you have to build that third conditional. Is it clear, Heidi? Do you understand, or you need me to show you, Heidi? Ah, okay. And what about the others? It's okay. So I will start sharing again. If you need to talk in Spanish, it's okay. But I will prefer for you to express it in English. But it's okay. It will be okay. So remember, we enter. Here you have the English that work 6. You have to go. Okay, let me explain you about something about the grades. Something about your grades. When you arrive here, you will have to click on the plus. Don't look at this one. Don't look at this one. Please look at RAD 1, comunicar ideas combinando, RAD 2, hacer libretos, RAD 3, reflexiones, and RAD 4, combinar. And remember that for passing this English that works, any English that works, you have to have an A in each activity, okay? So to look at your activities, you will have to open those windows, right? Okay, that's the first thing I did want you to show. Mm, let's go to contenido del curso, proyecto, and here you find activity 2. So remember that here in activity 2, you will find everything you need. Everything you need, the material, the main material, the additional material, and the tasks you have to do. Evidence, interactive activity, where do we go? Forum sharing experiences, and evidence giving advice on life from a wheelchair. These are two activities in just one. So let's go to Learning Guide 2. Don't forget to look at the Learning Guide, because here in the Learning Guide you will find the wrap. So for instance, combinar los diferentes condicionales. When you go here, come here, combinar los diferentes condicionales. So here in RAD 4, you will find the activities for this next week. Okay, for this next week of the course, because remember we are in the first week of the course, and this week ends next Wednesday, in 2 days. And this activity 2, will begin on Thursday. So here in RAD 4, you will find your grades about activity 2. Do you understand? For sharing experiences and giving advice. I hope this is clear for you. Yes, of course, you can, Heidi. So that's why it is important to look at this learning guide. You will find, sorry, all the information, the objective, the goals, the activities, and everything here. So please look at it. Now let's go to the material, flexibility, and adaptability. Remember that you have a multimedia version, and that version will give you the answers of the activities. And here we have the PDF version. So let's review that one. Flexibility and adaptability. Okay, before that, I will show you the activities we have. Don't forget to download this material, support material. And before going on this, I will show you what you have to do on the tasks. Don't forget that these interactive activities, for these interactive activities, you will have to go to software requirements and update those softwares. Please look at the first conference video. When you go to the interactive activity, you scroll down and come here, click on Berescore. Okay? Foreign sharing experiences, don't forget to download, read the document, what is it about, sharing experiences, and for participating, these are the steps. You also find the steps here. You can go per photo. You can go to the main menu and click on forums too. That's the other option. And here you find forum sharing experiences. You click on responder. Here we have an example, and please activate enrich test. You write your answer and then you click on responder. So let's look at the forum in detail. In this forum, you will have to share some past experiences. So let me open this. Forum sharing experiences. You will have to do the test in past tense. You can use present perfect because present perfect also refers to the past, to the present, but also to the past. You can use past, simple past tense. Okay, past tenses. Simple past simple, present perfect, past continuous, if you need, if you want. You can also use past perfect. All these are the tenses you can use because you are going to share something about an experience you had in the past. So keep that in mind because sometimes I have rated some of your experiences already. If some of you are talking, okay, when I was a child, this is an example. Este es un ejemplo de cosas que hacen malas. Okay, teacher, when I was a child, I do, why I do, ¿por qué en presente? You need to keep the structure because you're talking about a past experience. Past experience. You are going to talk about a past experience. So please talk in these tenses. If you don't know how to do it, please follow the example. There is no problem if you copy some of the structures. The problem is if you copy the whole experience. Okay? So this is wrong. This is wrong. You need to use, okay, when I was a child, I did a course and whatever. I went to whatever. I traveled to, I learned, sorry, I learned how to play the piano. So here it says, think about an experience in your life where you were flexible and adapted to a new situation or change in your life. So the experience you had in the past will have been tricky for you because you had to adapt it and you have to change. So here we have an example, and please use that structure. When I was, I was offered In the case of I was offered to do something, I was offered, in this case, a noun, a job opportunity. Okay, and then you explain the situation you were offered. You explain a little, and please write, this is the first paragraph. Let's say this is the first paragraph of your writing. And in this first paragraph, you introduce, sorry, introduce your experience. Introduce what happened. Okay? Then you can write a second paragraph. It doesn't have to be so big. For instance, here it says 200, 200 words. It could be 100 words, but well written. Do you understand? So for me, it's better less words, but in good conditions, using perfect structures, using grammar. So you can write just 82, let's say 100, 110 words. Okay, in the second paragraph, here, try to use these connectors. You can use even though, so, because. You need to explain why it was going to be, or why was it a drastic change. So you can explain that in this first paragraph. Okay, why was it a drastic change? You can also explain that. If you prefer to explain it because it's a little bit longer, so you can do it also here on the second paragraph. And try to use I was going to be, look, I was going to be away from my family. I was going to be in another country. I was going to be in another city. I was going to be in a different weather. Try to use all that and look at the examples. I thought I wasn't going to adapt. And you have to introduce there, because when you talk about the third at the end, remember you're talking about an experience, a past experience that was tricky, that was a drastic change for you. So at the end, so you keep explaining. For instance, you can also use this here if you prefer in the second paragraph. And then at the end, sorry, at the end, you will have to use the third conditional. Okay? Okay, I see you have some questions. What do you mean, Heidi, for logging the activity? You can look that at the first video, at the video we had last week in the first web conference. I don't understand your question, Heidi. Um, and just at the end, you put the third conditional. For instance, in this example, when I live in La Guajira, when I was 21 years old, it was a drastic change. I saw an opportunity to grow personal and professionally. You can also use that. I had to deal with, I had to play different roles. Those are expressions you can use to build your text. So I won't copy this because you already have it here in bold. Okay? It was difficult for me to adapt to this condition because I was determined to stay and face the obstacles. I managed to get used to those are old structures, old phrases, expressions you can use in your text. And look, here at the end, you have the third condition. If I hadn't accepted that opportunity, and this is for Simon and for most of you all, I wouldn't have such wonderful friends and memories from La Guajira. I wouldn't have had, if I hadn't learned, I wouldn't be that successful in my current job. Okay, these are not, these are not third conditionals. These are mixed conditionals. So in this activity, you will have to use neither the third conditional or the mixed conditionals. In the last activity, most of you did this. In activity 1. In activity 1, most of you use mixed conditionals instead of of third conditional. So I will ask you a question. I want you to participate and make a third condition using this same sentence. Please transform this mixed condition into a sentence in third conditional. Who wants to do it? Do you understand? ¿Están entendiendo? Okay, Diego, do you want to try to change that sentence in the means of third conditional? Please. Please use the chat. Please, Diego, Heidi, do you want to try, Simon? Simon, remember that the third conditional is different. You need to change the second part of this sentence. If I hadn't accepted that opportunity, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have had such wonderful friends and memories from La Guajira. Because here in the second part, you will have to use the perfect condition. That is, would, had, plus the PPP verb. Do you understand, Simon? Try to do it with the second sentence. Diego, you need a verb. Remember, the third conditional. If I hadn't accepted that job, that opportunity, comma, I wouldn't have known my husband. We have this is known as perfect conditional because you have the would have and the verb. That's the difference. And most of you have that problem in the first activity. La gran mayoría cometió ese error porque me copiaron esa estructura. Esa estructura es mixed conditional y en la activity one ustedes tenían que utilizar era el tercer condicional y el tercer condicional es si no hubiera aceptado no habría conocido. Entonces me dejaban esto y bueno, y yo les pregunto, ¿cuál es el verbo? ¿Cierto? Okay, that's important about the first activity we have this week, this next week, activity 2. So you can use neither at the end the third conditional or the mixed conditionals. Okay? And these are examples of mixed conditionals. These two. Claro, of course, Diego, because you're talking about a past experience. What was your, okay, your question is about the tense or the verb? The verb must be in the past participle form. Past participle form. So remember that you have the list of irregular verbs list. And you find, let's go to know. The past form is new. And the past participle form is noun. So you need to use noun here. If I hadn't accepted that job, I wouldn't have met my husband. Meet, met, met. Okay? Let's go to the second activity. I believe that it's almost time to finish this first part. Let me see. Okay, we have 1 minute. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. So let's go to contenido del curso. So remember, it's about to end this activity, this Zoom. So you enter again, please. Let's go to activity 2, and then we have this activity, giving advice and live from a wheelchair. So for Heidi is still here. Heidi, you download the activity. Okay, you have it on your computer. Open it. You fill the activity, and then you click on examinar equipo. Because I am the teacher here, I see ver evidencia. But for you is examinar equipo. Ya nos va a sacar, volvemos a ingresar. See you there.